Oui, bonjour à tous. Je suis ravie de vous retrouver après cette longue période de vacances. Oh, I forgot today it's in English. Yes, because we have an international guest today. So I'm really happy to see you all. I hope you're many, many people. And I'm going to present my new guest to you. So today I have the honor, the real pleasure too, because now she's become a friend, to receive Claire Boscq-Scott. Hello Claire.
Alors, on le fait en anglais alors, pas en français, on le fait en anglais.
Oui, tu peux
Ah
le faire en français parce que tu es française. Mais surtout, you are above all an international speaker. And congratulations for that.
Yeah.
So how does one become an international speaker starting by being French?
Well, I think I play the game quite well, actually. Well, I think I've been very lucky as well because you know I've been living abroad, so I've been living in Jersey for 20 years now. So I left France when I was 18, and you know 11 years ago I set up my own business to be with my kids, to be able, you know, they were 6 and 10 at the time. So I wanted to set up my own business. I wanted to really do something where I could have my kids in my house. I was getting divorced at the time. So I really really needed to be a mom as well as needed to be a businesswoman, which is my passion. And a couple of years ago, they are now 22 and 18 this year. Mm-hmm. So, you know, a couple of years ago, they were 16 and 20, and I started doing a bit more traveling. So I went to Beijing for a big keynote, which was probably my big one kind of thing, my very big first one.
So and Beijing is Pekin. Okay, I'm telling my French audience that Beijing is Pekin.
And then, you know, it kind of rolled. So my passion is customer experience, employee experience. It really is about helping businesses to bring more care into what they do by looking after their employees. And if their employees are looked after, they will look after their customers. Just as simple as that, isn't it?
I love it. That's really what I really like about your field of expertise, about your theme, is that we are really on the same page together. Mm-hmm. Like, we want people to be happy. That's the most important, because we know that when they're happy, they do good work.
Absolutely. And you know, you yourself, you get up in the morning and you feel good, you know, you go and jump and you go and do a bit of exercise and you go in the shower and you're just like, whoa, yeah, you know, you know that it's going to be good, you know, and you bring in that energy. And so, you know, there's a figures, 88% of employees in the state go to work and every time they go to work and they think that they work for a company who doesn't actually care about them.
That's
88%. That's 8 out of 10 people in the state don't think they work for a company who cares about them. It's crazy, really right?
Yeah, exactly. Because you don't want to go there. And I really do understand that, because today is my first day going back to work after 3 weeks holiday. And I feel so happy. You know, it's not like, oh no, going back to work. I'm so happy. I've been energetic all day. I mean, I really had great vacation. Okay, don't get me wrong. My holiday were just fantastic. But I'm really happy to do my job. My job is great. So I wish, and I'm sure you wish too, that people would be happier at work. That's really the most important advice we can give them.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know that there is a lot of components. So of course the environment is very important. So when you're working somewhere and the environment around you isn't healthy, isn't, you know, productive, you haven't got light, you haven't got plants, so all those kind of things really affect people. And so I bring a little bit more of a holistic approach to things. So, you know, I've learned about Feng Shui, so I'm a Feng Shui practitioner.
Feng Shui, right? It's the position of stuff.
The art of positioning. So it's the Chinese, again, it's the Chinese art of positioning, but the effect is incredible because everything is about subconscious. So when you walk somewhere, it could be a friend or it could be a shop, you're going to be here, oh, you don't know why, you don't like it. You're going to go and buy your stuff and you're going to go again. Whereas you walk in somewhere else and, oh, it smells nice. It looks good. All that is brilliant. You just want to stay there. And that's what it's all about. So bringing some techniques, like Feng Shui, bringing some technique like NLP, so la PNL en français.
Yeah. Programmation neuro-linguistique, right?
Voilà. So you can help people themselves so they can be better with others as well. And those kind of things, resilience, emotional intelligence, all those things are really, really key.
Oh, I really love that. And we have already a first comment that's from Jordi, who is my webmaster, actually. And he says, that's in English. Nice. So he's like traveling with us, okay, just by listening to us. So hi, Jordi. Nice to know you're here and listening to us. You were talking about PNL. In English, what is it?
NLP.
NLP, okay, that's just the country.
Linguistic programming.
And I think that's going to be in link with my new sequence in this show. Because, that was a holiday, but I was thinking a little bit, okay? And I decided that it would be fantastic if my guests, and you tonight, would give for 5 minutes insights, tips, practical exercises for the audience. So would you like to do that?
Yes, let's do it. Shall we just go for it right here, right now? Okay.
Exactly.
One thing that I've noticed over the years is small businesses, people hate networking. And networking is key to any businesses, and actually being able to develop your business, market your business. You need to be able to talk about it. You need to go into places, conferences, you need to go networking event and actually introduce yourself and talk to people and build your tribe around it. So people hate networking because they don't know how to do it. So tonight, you excited? I'm going to teach you some tips to actually walk into a place, a networking place. You don't know anybody, right? You're walking in there and you have to go and share your love, share what you do, get some business cards, get some connections, and do what, Nathalie? Get some business.
Yes. We were talking about that just before we went live.
So there's the things to do. So when you're walking in, first of all, and something that every single one of us should never, ever, ever go out without a business card.
Yeah, that's good. Even if we go grocery shopping.
Go shopping.
Business cards with you.
You've got to have a card. You never know who you're going to meet. Okay. And think also, networking is not about selling to the person you're going to be speaking to. This is what I do. This is what I do. Always think you're selling through the person. So that person may not need your service, but she may know the cousin of the neighbor, of the uncle, of that other person who may need you, And this is what the business, the beautiful things about networking. It's really about sharing. So give them something and then they'll come back in return eventually. It always does.
Oh, I love this idea.
One thing that you really can do is obviously with your eyes. 55% of people make up a first impression of you within 7 seconds.
That's fast.
I know, right? Without even talking to you, they will look at you and they will decide whether they like you or not. Okay? So that first impression needs to be key. Okay? You need to have that eye contact. You need to be open. You need to get your head out of your phone and start and looking at people and really kind of engage. So give it for a good handshake, although at the moment we're not shaking hands. But that's a great way to start a conversation. Okay. Yeah. And a lot of time people don't actually know what to say. when you arrive in a networking event. Okay, so the most simplest thing that you could talk about is about the event itself.
Yeah.
Find a commonality.
Yeah.
Finding something in common really will give you some really good, easy way to start communicating with a person. And now the trick, you need to, well, those are little tricks, but there's another trick. Okay, subconsciously, the new NLP PNL is all about the subconscious. Okay, so you want to connect with the person at an emotional level, and to do that you need to be able to use the 5 senses. So if you have food, this is always a nice little things that you can talk about. This is, those kind of things. Also, you can mirror. You go mirroring. So mirroring, it's a really, really powerful NLP technique. And what I'm saying to you is, you and I are here, and we both, look next to each other, and we're both shaking our heads. And you're not in your eyes like that down, because maybe I should be like that as well myself if you were like that.
Yeah.
If you have somebody who's very, very, very speedy, very quick to speak, you're going to need to start speaking quickly as well.
Yeah.
Start mirroring how quick they speak. If they're slow, you need to start slowing things down so you get to their pace.
Exactly.
So they don't get nervous because you're talking too fast. If they're using words, and those words are really powerful, but it's they're saying, "Oh, I love that champagne. Oh, I love that canapé." Go and continue by asking them, "Do you love that speaker?" Don't say, "Oh, that speaker was fantastic, wasn't it?" No, use the words, the same words that they're using. And by using the same words, subconsciously, they're going to think, "Oh, I love that person.
She's like me.
She's like me."
Exactly.
Because people like to be like people they like, or the way they want to be. So they're going to like you because they're just the way as they are, or because they want to be like you. So those are the kind of little techniques. I don't know how much time we have, so.
I think that was lovely. I'm really looking forward for the comments, because I hope you got really interesting facts, interesting advice. And Jordi says, very interesting. And it's always when you forget your business cards that someone asks you for one. Exactly. It happens all the time. But Jordi, you can have virtual ones made up too. You can have a virtual, you can scan one of your business card on your telephone in your gallery of images. And on this business card, I advised you to add a QR code, like the barcode. And so people can scan it, and hop, they have everything they need about you. So Jordi, as you're really good with computers and techniques, I'm sure you can do that. And I'm looking forward. Next time I see you, Jordi, I'm going to ask you for your business card. So now he's going to be scared. So, who else has got to comment? Please, can you leave a comment, people, because that's really nice to see that you're here. I see nearly 10 people connected, so which is really fantastic, because it's the holiday time and people are on the beach. But no, they're with us. Okay, with us right now. So I'm really happy about that. Now we're going to talk about your best moment on stage, if you want.
Well, yes. So last year I had a bit of a trip last year. I went and I did a tour. I started in Kuala Lumpur, then I had the Philippines, and then I went to Mumbai, and then I came back afterwards. So it was a bit of a tour. I think I was probably away for just under 2 weeks. And I guess when you go that far, it's nice to do a few things, because you can, you do a little tour. And Kuala Lumpur was my first time there. And a couple of months ago, I was in the Philippines again, and I'd met a gentleman who lived in Kuala Lumpur, and he came and met me.
Can I just say for the French audience, Kuala Lumpur?
Kuala
That's how we pronounce it in French, Kuala Lumpur. So because now it's going to ring the bell. Maybe they don't know where it is on the map, but it sounds, okay, she went to Kuala Lumpur.
En
Sorry,
Malaisie.
too
Malaisie.
Continue.
So yeah, he came to pick me up, and he took me out, and it was just really sweet just to really experience, because a lot of the time when you do big trips like that, you get to the hotel, you do your talk, and then you go again, don't you? And the conference was a CX Summit, so Customer Experience, CX Summit. And I tried something new, which I absolutely loved. And I put some music on, arriving on stage, and I actually got,
How do we do? Do you want to see it, guys? If
yes,
you want to see this really short entrance, like I have a 1 minute video, don't hesitate to say so in the comments. Well, actually, I'm going to show it anyway. So here I'm going to display my screen. Here it is. Yeah. And the sound, where is the sound? I hope the sound is going to play. If you don't hear it, I'm going to put it up.
Oh, here we are. Excellent.
Okay. So let's try. If you don't hear anything, I'm going to do something else, but for the moment it should be working.
Ladies and gentlemen, she is going to lead us with the yin and vanish with the yang. Please welcome Claire Boscq-Scott.
That was cool.
You can see a little bit, right? Yellow jacket, yellow shoes. It'd been 2.5 hours where we had quite a few men to start with, quite a few people selling, and the room was really, you could feel the room was quite heavy. And I arrived and we felt so good. And then I got everybody to stand up and dance, because I said, that's not good. I'm here on my own on stage. Come on, everybody, stand up. And then everybody stand up, and we played the music for another couple of minutes, and we got it. And then I continued to talk. And that moment, I felt I was in the flow. I felt, I was in the right place. I was sharing what I loved sharing. I wasn't nervous. I was with people who really wanted to learn what I had to say. And it was just really magical. It was a really cool moment. Yeah, very, very cool moment.
Thank you for sharing it with us. And we really could feel it. We could feel this enthusiasm in you and in the audience too, because they were clapping. We have no images of the audience, but we can hear them. And that's really, we can see that they're energetic and very pleased with what you have to offer. So I'm really, really happy you shared that with us. And I hope many other people will invite you, even if it's not in Kuala Lumpur.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I'll come anywhere, and I'll do that again. And one trick as well, because we are talking about she's on stage and about things. I realized that spot was a really good spot as well, because I was just before the coffee. Just before the coffee.
Yeah.
So then as soon as you finish the coffee, everybody wants to take photos, everybody wants to chat to you, and it's just the perfect time. So if you ever need to, and you can ask for a spot, ask the spot either before lunch or before the coffee.
Before the coffee, I think it's better, because before lunch, they are so hungry. They want to eat you sometimes.
True.
And you mentioned that you went after many men, and I forgot to mention, because that's the holiday, so I haven't got the rhythm back. But why did I propose this show? Is that because I felt that women were lacking in this kind of events, and I think sometimes you need really diverse points of view, diverse ways of thinking, of talking, and maybe you were the only person today who had thought about adding some rhythms, some music to your presentation, but maybe it was because you're a woman and you're a bit different from the persons before you. So I really hope that they invite more women on international stages, and they're going to get really good moments like the one we just witnessed. So thank you again for sharing it with us.
To be fair, there was quite a few ladies actually speaking over the couple of days, and some amazing ladies. I mean, really, we all kind of kept in touch afterwards, and it was quite powerful. The ladies were for sure very powerful on that stage.
Great. And I think it was that at this event that you met Joyce Carroll?
Not in Kuala Lumpur. I met Joyce
in Manila.
Yes, in August, then the August before, yes. Yeah.
Okay. So now I think it's time for a little commercial break.
Okay, let's do this.
Yeah. So what do you have to sell us or to advocate, to present to the audience?
So there was a couple of things that I've been the last 4 months have been quite incredible, haven't they? I mean, my whole business. So I started the business doing mystery shopping when I started the business. So client mystère en français, comme ça vous voyez un petit peu ce que ça veut dire. Donc du client mystère. Donc here in Jersey there was nobody doing that. So I started doing client mystère, mystery shopping, and then I started doing more training, more customer experience, more journey, everything to do with the customer experience and the employee experience. Mm-hmm. And the last 4 months have been kind of blown away.
Yeah.
And you kind of think, okay, where am I going? What am I doing? Where do I want to go? And really, I closed down my operation for the mystery shopping here locally, and it was quite a bit of a, it's been 11 years I've been doing it, so it's been a big decision for me to take. But my passion wanted to do more speaking, wanted to do more training, wanted to help people and businesses, on the coaching and consulting. That was where I wanted to go. That was where my vision was. And so I spent the last 4 months actually transforming everything that I was doing offline, online. Yeah. So whether it's the coaching programs that I've put in place, I have got an NLP program, online course. I've got mystery shopping online course now.
Wow.
I know. So I have been a little busy bee over the last few months. So my coaching program, it really is because, again, like you said, we want to help people to feel better in themselves, so they can feel better in their world, and actually, be great, perform, love life, live, enjoy what you do. So I put a 12 weeks program, which is called Papillon, of course. And Papillon is about helping somebody to really kind of perhaps maybe get clarifications in where they're going, and then being able to take that next step to actually move forward. And, sometimes it's so difficult when you do everything yourself. It's, having somebody to bounce an idea, or having somebody to ask a question, or so just somebody to say, why are you doing that?
Yes, it helps clarify the intent.
You just think, okay, yeah, why am I doing that? Yeah. So Papillon is the coaching program that I've got, and everything that I can do now, you can find everything online that I can do.
Perfect. And my little finger is telling me that you also came with a gift.
Well, I also thought if we're going to do a coaching program for individual, it would be nice to do a coaching program for everybody together. because that energy as well that different people bring together, it's really magical, and you help and you support, and you know, so having somebody to guide you, it's really good, but having the tribe around you. So I created a business mastery group, business group, and I am offering a 3 months to anybody who wants to actually come and join and have a look. If you like it, amazing. I'm sure you will like it. If you don't like it, you don't have to stay. And it's about really kind of, there'll be a couple of hours of coaching, live coaching, and then we'll be doing, there's a Facebook group as well. There's books, there's mini training parts, all that is part of the mastery group as well. So thank you very much. I really appreciate being able to talk to you about this now.
Oh, really? Thank you. Thank you for offering us a 3 months access, which is really great, because that's not one day, that's not 1 week, that's 1 month, and you get to know people. You can ask questions, get advice. I've registered to many groups, and all of them have been really useful. Not necessarily because I've asked questions and got answers, but because somebody else has asked a question I didn't think about, and I was really interested in the answers he or she was given. So such group is really like treasure. So you should be happy about that. I'm going to put the link to your offer in the description after the show.
Brilliant.
So everybody who is interested can register and have this 3 months access to your business mastery group. Thank you so much, Claire.
Super, merci.
And now is the time to ask my guest any question you wish to ask her. So it could be about her personal life, it could be about her training, her field of expertise, whatever you want. Please ask her now in the comments. You can use YouTube comments, the chat, or you can use Facebook chat. You can ask her anything, she's going to answer. Only decent questions, right?
We'll take the indecent one offline.
So please write down your questions, and in the meantime, before everybody gets to these questions, because it's always, there's a 10-second delay between live and the recording studio where we are. I do have a question for you, and this question is: when are you coming to France to speak in France? Because we really would like to see you here. Not just Kuala Lumpur.
I know. Well, I was due to be there in April. Obviously, my parents live à Grasse.
Yeah.
Parents, je le dis en français, ça ira plus vite. Mes parents habitent à Grasse et ma sœur habite à Montpellier. Donc, en fait, on devait descendre à Montpellier, se rejoindre à Montpellier et faire Pâques à Montpellier. Et donc, bien sûr, il y a un petit virus qui nous a attaqué là. Et donc, so we'll have to do another time. And I'm looking at the figures in Saint-Malo and Brittany. It's a bit hot with the coronavirus up there, isn't it, at the moment? So we
one of the safest place is Greece. And why am I talking about Greece? Because I do have organized a trip there in Greece in October with we are going to be 20 maximum, and in this trip we're going to visit Greece, of course, but we're going to talk about mythology and legends, how enchanting they are and they can be, and we are going to do some self-help routines, yoga every morning for those who are interested. We're going to do a creative journal of our trip. So please, if you don't know what to do, come and join us. You, Claire, everybody who is watching, come and join us in Greece in October.
When is the date?
The date is 24th of October until the 30th.
Okay, so for 6 days.
Yeah. Oh, that's a bit more. That's 7 nights and 8 days.
Oh gosh, yeah, very good. And it's
And
amazing.
all is included. There's no surprise. Everything's included. All the meals and the trip and all the sightings and the yoga classes, everything.
Oh, excellent. Where about in Greece then are you going?
Oh, we're going to do a circuit. We're going to follow actually the story of one of my heroines.
Oh, okay.
And so we're going to do a bit the same circuit, a bit shortened because of the time we have. And I'm sure we're going to have great fun.
Oh, it's going to be amazing. Well, I don't know. So just to answer your question in a very short time, I don't know when I'll be next coming to France.
Oh, I would love to do that. Have you applied to Elevate to the Paris convention? Yeah.
Yes, I have.
Oh, so maybe we're going to see each other in June.
Yes.
Yeah, that would be lovely. Well, I already know I'll be on stage because I had registered for the 2020 session and was accepted. So I'm going to be on stage in 2021.
Well, I thought I might. I think I have myself. I've been accepted, but I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say.
If you received a mail saying that you were accepted, then yeah, you can say. It's
okay. I think, I think so. I think we had to reply, didn't we?
Yeah, and I haven't actually. I haven't replied yet. I was sad, but I didn't reply. I didn't formalize the answer yet. So one thing I should do next week.
Yes. Well, I wasn't sure actually if I should do it in French or in English.
You choose. Different. You're going to have international speakers in the audience, but mainly French ones.
Right.
So okay. French would be a sure bet, especially since as an international speaker who can speak French, you are rare.
I am, but I don't actually know if I can do it.
No, it's been so long that you've been in a foreign country.
And
come on, people, there's no question in the chat box. Vous pouvez poser vos questions en français, Claire peut répondre.
Oui, aussi en français.
C'est l'anglais qui vous stresse parce que beaucoup regardent le show en disant « je comprends, mais je ne sais pas parler ».
Oui.
Et c'est souvent un blocage d'ailleurs, parce qu'on arrive très bien à comprendre, même s'il y a des fautes, on s'en fiche. De toute façon, même en français, on fait des fautes. Donc, c'est pas un problème de faire des fautes dans une langue étrangère, au contraire. Mais vous pouvez poser la question en français. En tout cas, ne laissez pas mon invité comme ça, sans qu'elle puisse avoir matière à vous répondre.
Mais bon, ça fait rien, on peut continuer les conversations français aussi.
In French, we could speak in French, but the problem is that I advertise this as an international session.
Oh, yes, of course.
I went to the keynote group, to our European group to talk about it. So if people from the international section come, we should be talking English, or else they're going to be frightened.
No, that's very true. Fair enough. There was something.
Can you please, people who are watching, because I see the counter, so I see there are people watching right now. Could you please introduce yourself? Présentez-vous dans le chat. Dites-nous qui vous êtes, d'où vous venez, and ask your question to my guest by the same occasion. Okay? So please introduce yourself and ask a question. That would be lovely. We would be so happy, Claire and I, because we know it's the holiday, but still, we are here. Right? And you are here. I can see you.
Bright sunshine.
Yeah. So are you going to have some great time that's in Jersey, right? Where you're living? Do you recommend people visiting Jersey as a holiday place?
Yeah, so Jersey, it's just, if you haven't been to Jersey, it's about an hour and 15 minutes from St. Malo on the ferry. And it's a couple of hours to England. So it really it is in the middle of the Channel Islands. It is the Channel Islands. Mm-hmm. I fell in love. I came here when I was 18 for 1 season, and then 2 seasons, and then 3 seasons. And then I traveled around. I went to America. I worked at Disney World and Epcot Center. And then I came back to Jersey 20 years ago. It's just a beautiful, beautiful place to live. And we're in our little bubble. And, you know, we've got beaches with white sand. We've got walks. We've got coasts. And, okay, the shopping is kind of, you know, beautiful little shops we have. But I still am looking forward when I go traveling to do a bit of shopping as well.
Yeah, I know that, and I've been there. I think no, sorry, I haven't been to Jersey. I've been there by looking at videos, and it's a bit like the place where I was on holiday. It's Ile de Ré, and
Yes.
Ile de Ré is the island type. Is really, I love it because you get silence and quietness and beautiful landscapes and seascapes. That's great. I'm just looking. I'm just checking to see if nobody is talking, and I wouldn't know because it happens sometimes. But no, people are shy, my poor Claire.
Well, that doesn't matter. We can talk, you know, we can talk about something.
Yeah. Can I ask you another question? I had thought of questions, but you know it's very hot in here, so my mind is starting to boil. Yeah, I had thought of one. Did you receive any awards or something in your life as an expert on customer experience or as a speaker?
Well, as it happened, I have just been named one out of 150 CX global thought leaders. And that's just kind of come out on LinkedIn. I'm not sure how they're doing the selections, but I'm be part of that list. And it's been 3 years in a row now. I'm global guru on Global Guru customer service list. So this is I'm quite chuffed with that as well. It's a really kind of big, you know, recognition for the industry, and I'm first woman, so number 1 woman actually. I'm number 5 global guru, but I'm number 1 woman guru.
Yeah, congratulations!
So thank you.
Honored to be speaking with a guru.
And there you go. You know, you want to, we may as well.
A positive guru.
Yeah, if you're going to speak customer experience, we may as well speak with a guru.
Exactly. So congratulations for that. I saw also that you received an award because you switched your business online, and you got a certification that you could deliver online presentations. So congratulations. I see that some people starting to get this one, but we are not many. So that's a great achievement. You were among the first ones to get it, right?
Have you got it as well? Have you done the certification?
I haven't done anything to ask for it actually. So
yeah, I think it's not really about how you're presenting. It was really about the technology around you, and you know they were kind of checking that you know the light is correctly, the volume is correct, and you know you understand what's digital and what people would expect from you. And so it wasn't necessarily that you're certified because you're good at speaking.
Yeah,
of course, you know. I'm good anyway, but the technology around being able to do a keynote. So, you know, about a couple of weeks ago, it's amazing, really, that technology. I was in 5 different countries in one day. So I was in Germany, I was in Mumbai, I was in South Africa, I was in England, and then I was in Canada. All 5 countries in the same day. It's incredible.
I love how technology allows us to communicate so easily and to reach people all around the world. I think it's fantastic.
Yeah, it is. And, you know, there's also an energy that you give as well. And, you know, it's different when you're on stage, of course, because you can see the people, but you have got to have that energy when you're on those channels as well, because people are still watching you. They're still looking at your body language. They're still looking at your eyes. They're still looking at your smile. And this is really important, that you're just as full of shine and energy, when you're here virtually or where you are live, on stage. It's really important.
I attended a training session by Alexander Hill, who is trying to make online presentation less annoying than those he attended. Okay, so it's always dynamic and interactive. And the first time I attended his training session, I did not plan to switch my camera on, because it was just consumerism. I just wanted to see what this guy was talking about. But I had done my gym session, so I was sweaty. I didn't look my best, no makeup, of course, etc. And this guy, in 2 minutes, maybe 5, he had all the audience switching the camera on. Even I, who was also and participating. So I said, okay, he is good. He's really good because of what he was telling us to do and really communicating to us. And one of the tips he gave in another presentation was that on stage, you have to give all your energy. Online, you have to give all your energy and more. Because to go through the camera, it will be bigger than your main energy. So I love this advice. I thought it was really good and interesting, and I took some of his ideas to next conference. So I really advise you to check this guy, Alexander Hill, because he has good advice, and of course his training sessions are free. So that's really kind and helpful.
Yeah, very good.
So now we're going to go to another session, hold on, I'm going to hide the comments now. We're going to go to another session, which is one of my favorites, because it's where, when I ask you about enchantment. My field of expertise is enchanting people's lives, trying to make them find the wonder in their everyday life. In even the boring moments, you can find a measure of happiness and enchantment. So my question to you is, when was the last time you felt this magic, really something you couldn't explain, but you felt, wow, this wow effect? When was it?
Well, actually, it was another keynote, and I've been working on something for quite a long time. Like I said earlier, everything that we do, we want to connect on an emotional level. We want to connect with our customers on an emotional level. We want to connect with our employees. And to do that, you need to really kind of allure. You need to get connected with the 5 senses. So what can you hear? What can you smell? What can you see? What can you taste? What can you touch? What can you feel? So during the presentation, I had actually put a jelly bean and petit bonbon on all the chairs. And then at one moment, I got everybody to shut their eyes, and we took a minute. And as they were shutting their eyes, I've asked them to eat the sweet. And as they were eating the sweet, I sprayed the room with perfume. And suddenly, I got them to all to take a big deep breath. And suddenly, the taste of the sweet, the smell, you could see the stage. You could see people just moving their heads and wondering what was going on. And suddenly that moment of connection was really powerful, because everybody was quiet. Everybody was in themselves, really having a real mindful minute. And the smell connected, and the sweet connected, and everybody smelled and tasted something differently. After the presentation, people came up and they were asking me what it was. Well, it was actually my own perfume. Perfume.
Really? But what do you mean by own perfume? The perfume you bought in a shop, or a perfume made for you?
No, this is perfume that I created. Well, and my brother. So my brother is a printer, and he prints on perfume paper. So he's very specialized, and he's one of just a handful of printers in France. Un imprimeur sur papier qui parfumé. And I was saying to him, I would love to do that in a conference, get people to connect, smell. And he said, well, if you're going to do it, you may as well have your own perfume. So he introduced me to an aide qui est de Grasse. And we started thinking, smelling what flavor, what smell, what fragrance, what aromas do you like? What don't you like? Put a few things together. And a few weeks later, we developed Eau d'Abeille.
Oh, can you put it next to the camera?
So
yeah, lovely. I loved it. Eau d'Abeille.
Eau d'Abeille.
Yeah.
So obviously, my business name is The Busy Queen Bee, La Reine des Abeilles. So I had to have Eau d'Abeille. To have Eau d'Abeille as a perfume. Yeah. And that was a moment very powerful, because I've been thinking about that moment for several months before that, and actually doing it for real was really an enchantment. It was really powerful. Very interesting.
I love that. And having your own perfume, the perfume that really resonates with you, and sharing it with people in a conference, I think that's really, really clever, really original. So well done. I love that idea. And maybe you can also create your own perfume. Go to see a nez, somebody whose job it is to create perfumes and to get your own. And that's going to be an enchanting moment for you too.
And it is, it's very personal, and it's because it touches at that emotional level, because it touches the five senses. Your brand you are becoming the perfume become you, and people recognizes it, and it really is very powerful for a company, for a small business, or somebody, a sole trader like you, to have that signature, and it's very special. Very special.
Oh, I love that. So thank you so much. For next time we meet, I hope you wear this perfume.
I will.
You always must wear it. Okay.
If anybody wants a bottle, I can post them to them, because it's only a small bottle. It's 35 ml. So
yeah. And what's the fragrance? What's the main fragrance?
So jasmine is the main. So the notes, you've got jasmine, ylang ylang, and freesia.
What is it? Freesia?
Freesia, oui. Freesia. Yeah. And then you have on top note a bit of bergamot, which gives that kind of freshness.
Yeah.
And a bit of ocean breeze. Obviously, we live in Jersey. We had to have a bit of.
Yeah. And you put ocean breeze in a perfume. That's magical.
It's incredible. And there's something about it. The flowers, so the kind of the jasmines and ylang is quite exotic, isn't it? But the freshness of the bergamot really kind of make the perfume quite fresh. And then a little bit later on, actually, there's a bit of musk and a bit of vanilla, and on bottom we kind of finish it off, so you can kind of smell the musk on your skin. About maybe 10-15 minutes later. It's really cool. Yes.
Cool. So that's really makes us want to smell it.
That's it.
So now we're going to have our last section, which is always sad because it's the end of the show, but it's also a favorite, especially of the viewers. So I hope this time, people, you're going to participate to the word cloud. If you didn't ask any question, at least please write a word. So I'm going to share my screen.
Otherwise,
hold on. Partager. So here it is. So if you flash this code, you really get directly to the word cloud, to Claire's word cloud, and you can participate. If you cannot flash the code, then you just have to type slido.com, and the password is SOS 2707, which is the date in French. Okay, 27 juillet, 2707. And so you can type any word that comes to your mind when you think about my guest, and I'm going to participate too. And any word that comes to your mind. And of course, if you have other words, you can write down other words and another word. So my yes, that's me. I hope I won't be the only one joining in the fun, because that's the funniest moment. And I love that. Oh, that's not me. That's not me. So we are two playing at the minimum.
That's nice. That's nice. What else? Oh, well, nice.
So I'm glad, because people are playing, but that's a French person playing, I can see. What else did I think about?
What did we talk about? I thought we talked about too many things.
Exactly. Oh, yes, I know something. I think about something that is going to make you laugh. Can you see it?
That's it.
What do you think it is?
Business card.
Yeah, because of the advice you gave us, which was really, really cool.
Yes, and networking as well. You need to do, networking.
Yeah, that was what I was typing.
You need to do networking, absolutely. Even if you don't like it, just the more you do it, the more you'll be able to enjoy it. And because people will really that's the only way you can sell your business. It's really by sharing that energy that you've got, and you're the only one who really is going to, give it the most. So, you've got to do it. Absolutely. It's a must.
Yeah, I agree with that. So I'm going to stop playing now, so I can look at you. So smile and energy are coming back often. What do you get? Sourire, yeah. Networking, connecting, yeah.
Oh, I like authentic. That's good as well. That's a nice.
Yeah. Women speaker, laugh.
Yes.
Yellow. I love the fact that you have the yellow one.
Well, I think when I was in Kuala Lumpur, Kuala Lumpur, mes chaussures jaunes ont été photographiées pas mal de fois.
Oh, really? To find the yellow shoes, you must have looked. You must have looked somewhere. So customer experience is coming back to yellow. Energy, authentic. So that's, of course, we are not many who participate. So that's the fact that we've been playing in the between. In France, some people have just, like me, finished the holiday. Some people are starting theirs, but it's the week in between. So I guess it didn't help people to attend. So I'm sorry about that, about not giving you as much audience as you deserve. But I'm sure many people are going to watch the replay, and I really wish that for you, that many people are going to watch the replay. And if you watch the replay, please can you leave a comment, because it's always nice for my guests to see that what they said, what they did, resonate with the audience. We are public speakers. We are not doing this just to hear ourselves speak. We are doing this to help others. So that's really Claire's case too.
Yeah. Oh, well, it was really lovely to be with you. Very, very lovely to be with you. Thank you so much.
We had a great time. We do have 5 minutes to go, so we're going to use these 5 minutes. Just before you go, I would like to announce before you finish, I would like to announce the next guest. So I'm going to do it in French because she's a French one, the next one. So the next one, hold on, I have a doubt because there are so many. Okay, so next one, yes, that's Alice. Donc je vous annonce tout de suite que la prochaine de mes invités sera la Alice Cara. Parce qu'il n'y en a pas deux, il n'y en a qu'une. Alice Cara, c'est un nom que vous avez sûrement déjà entendu. Si vous avez vu une de ses conférences, vous ne l'avez pas oublié. Elle utilise un langage cash, elle est authentique, elle est dynamique, très enjouée, elle apprend des choses formidables, notamment sur les vicissitudes de la vie. Elle s'en laisse pas compter, Alice. Et donc, je suis ravie de l'avoir à mes côtés lundi prochain et j'espère que vous serez nombreux à commenter, à lui poser des questions et à jouer avec nous parce que c'est aussi le but. Le but, c'est de passer un bon moment ensemble et de s'amuser. Donc, j'espère que vous serez nombreux au rendez-vous lundi à 20h. Mettez un rappel sur votre téléphone. Ce n'est pas parce qu'on est en vacances qu'on peut se permettre d'oublier ce genre de rendez-vous. Okay? So in the meantime, we're going to close our meeting with Claire. Claire, what would you like to say, the last words? What are your last words?
Last words is probably, for me, it really is about everything that we do is about bringing more care into what we do. And you know, we have so much, I always say yang energy, but that's, you know, kind of masculine energy. We need to do this, we need to do the sales, we need to get on, we need to do more, we need to sell more. And then you get on so much that people get tired, they don't perform anymore. We need to bring more of that yin energy. We need to bring more of that feminine energy. We need to ask people how they are. We need to shake their hand and say thank you. We need just to bring a bit more care into our businesses so people feel that they're being valued. And once they feel like that, you'll create loyalty. And it's just so important. We all want to feel that we're part of something. So, you know, get them part of it. The more you get them part of it, the more they're going to give you in return. And that's, you know, it's very, very important. Very important.
Oh, that's lovely last words. Congratulations. Yes, I do totally agree with you. That's all my message too is about this, about caring for each other, about finding happiness. I'm completely sure that people who are happy do a better work. And if people are just concerned about getting the most out of their employees, well, I think that's bad for them because they don't see what else the employee can bring beside just productivity. But at least if they listen to us, if they understand that the productivity is enhanced by more happiness, then I hope that they are going to do their best to bring more happiness to their employees. And by seeing their businesses flourish, then they will get happier themselves. And when everybody is happy, everything goes well.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen somebody who is happy, really happy, doing a nasty thing?
No.
No, it doesn't happen. If people are happy, they don't want to do bad things. Okay, so please make it your aim in life. Be happy and make the others happy. And everybody, the whole world is going to be a better place. I'm convinced of that.
And it can be done, you know. It also, you know, when you look at, you know, we're just so big and we're just so this, but there are large companies who do it right, you know. So it's not about the size of it, whether you're small or you're big. It's about how you're embracing it. It's about how you're empowering your people. It's about the things that you do, whether they're tiny little things or whether there's the bigger things that, you know, make a big difference to people. Definitely.
Yeah. So we're going to end on these positive words. Thank you so much, Claire, for your enthusiasm, your energy, your smile. It's always a pleasure talking to you. And have a nice time, you all. See you soon.
Bye.
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 So, I forgot to add the last music session. Bye-bye.